everyone. My name is Marisa Stone with Simon Says Social and the Systems Lounge, and I want to welcome you to the 2017 Business Systems Virtual Summit, where you get to learn all about the systems that our speakers are using to get things done every single day. And I'm super excited today to have Nickquolette Barrett here. She is going to be talking all about LinkedIn and how we can use it for lead generation and building our business. So I'm so excited that she is here to give us some insight. Nickquolette is a career development strategist and the founder and CEO of iRock Development Solutions, LLC, doing business as iRock Resumes. In case you need something like a resume, interview skills, any of those sorts of things, Nickquolette is your girl. Her experience stems from having over 26 years in her corporate role and 16 years in leadership. So she's been doing this for just a tiny bit. Nickquolette's mission is to help serious career professionals understand where they are and how they can get to where they want to go. They are, in fact, their own corporation, their own brand, and their own CEO. And Nickquolette helps them to embrace that role. She works with clients to change their mindset from employee to business owner within corporate America. So you may be an employee, but guess what? The buck stops here, and she helps you to see that. Her services include custom tailored resumes. I know many of her clients, and they are rocking it. LinkedIn profiles, interview prep, and strategic career development. She's also an author with 2 books coming out this fall. So Nickquolette, you're going to have to make sure we get those links to add to your speaker page so people can have access to those. Welcome to the 2017 Business Systems Virtual Summit. I'm so excited to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much, Marisa. I am so glad to be here. You know, you are one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And thank you so much for inviting me to this summit. And I'm eager to share all this knowledge I have in this head of mine with your viewers and your listeners. So I'm glad to be a part. Thank you.
Wonderful. So let's talk about LinkedIn. What exactly is LinkedIn? Isn't it just a social media site for resumes and job seekers and all that stuff?
No, LinkedIn has evolved. I know a lot of people think it's only for people who are out of a job looking for a job, or even in career transition looking to leave their current role for another role. But LinkedIn is so much more robust than that these days. So if you put up a profile about 10 years ago, 7 years ago, or even 5 years ago, get back on there. It's not the same.
Nice.
LinkedIn is really a place for people to enlarge their network. And that network can lead to job opportunities, collaborations, business opportunities, learnings, events, conferences, or what have you. So it has expanded so much more than just finding your next opportunity, whether it's career or as a business person. So it is your World Wide Web network. So it's not the networking events that you go to back in the day, or even still today, because I love being in-person networks. But this expands your network even further. I just connected with somebody from Gambia. So therefore, you have people in Canada, all across the world wanting to connect with you, expanding your reach, just to have those different conversations. So it's much more than the old job board that it used to be. No, it's your opportunity to network with the world on a professional basis.
Wow.
And not just your neighborhood link network event that you're normally going to.
Nice. Wow. And I really love that you pulled in all the different things that professionals can do on LinkedIn. That was actually going to be my next question, is how is it relevant for professionals and entrepreneurs? So now that we know that, how can I use LinkedIn to generate leads for my business?
Content, and number 2, being active. One of the things that one of a potential client saw before she came on as a client, she saw that I was doing a lot of things on LinkedIn, and she said, "Oh my gosh, you're doing so much that you're popping up in my feed all the time," because I'm actively on there. I actually flipped my mindset. You know, we sit around and we take a lot of time and we're scrolling through Facebook, we're scrolling through Instagram and all all the other social media sites, I flipped the script for myself. And if I'm going to be a LinkedIn guru, guess what? I'm spending majority of my time on that platform.
Yeah.
So because I spend a lot of time out there reading, liking articles, sharing articles, putting my own articles out there, that has drawn people toward me. So in order to increase your business, you're going to have to get out there and be active in looking and reading and showing yourself on the site. And you need to present content, your own content out there, so people can see your and read about your expertise and see that you're an expert in the field that you're really saying that you are. It's not enough to say that you are. Right. You have to have the social proof. And LinkedIn is a great place to do that.
Right. Yeah. That's a really good point. I mean, you know, we always talk in the field about how content is queen, you know, is king and engagement is queen. Well, what I'm hearing you say is, if you want to be the expert in the field, LinkedIn is where you need to be sharing your content.
That is it. Because guess what, Marisa? People don't realize what kind of money is out there on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
If you're looking toward getting your clients, do you know the average salary on LinkedIn is $109,000.
Right.
The average salary.
Right.
So don't you want some of that money?
I know, right?
Yes. So therefore, think about it in comparison to Facebook. Yes, right. Facebook has 1 billion, but the people are not on Facebook necessarily looking to network and find a job, right, or collaboration or business opportunity. They're not necessarily on there for that. Right. However, we'll go purposely to LinkedIn for those reasons. And why not get a piece of that pie?
Right. I 100% agree. So in thinking about that, how can I create a profile that speaks to those that I'm interested in reaching out to?
Don't create it like it's a resume. I don't want to hear all that blah, 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 that I've been doing this forever and I have this degree and I have this certification. I don't care. What I teach people to do is show the value of what you bring. So my question would be, why should I hire you? Or even bring it home to me, why should people hire me? Right. I want to show the value that I'm actually offering to people. They don't care about how many designations a person has, how many degrees a person has. They want to know, okay, well, how can you help me?
Right.
Bring me to your actual profile and tell me how I can help you. And not only for people in business, I even teach my people who are looking for job opportunities to say the same thing, because what I do with my clients, I change that whole boring, summary into something that's very catchy, because people think, yes, LinkedIn is very still straight, forward, everybody has to be stiff as a board. It's still social media. Right. So therefore, it's just a professional social media. So they need to see your personality as well. They need to see what you're offering. They need to see you as a whole package. And that's what I really stressed to clients, and I would stress to your viewers, is to really make sure that you're marketing yourself. It should be your marketing brochure on the World Wide Web, networking and collaborating with people. So right. That's how you have to really tune it up.
Yeah. And you make a really, really good point in that it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're still marketing yourself. You could be the CEO of a major corporation, or you could be an entrepreneur, or you could be a professional, or you could be a job seeker. Either way, you're still marketing yourself. So I think you make a really, really good point in that even though LinkedIn says upload your resume, doesn't mean you have to.
No, not at all. And, case in point, I just finished a client on yesterday, finished up. He's been a stay-at-home dad for the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. He had a prior career before that, but in the interim, as he was raising his children, he's obtaining a degree, graduated in October. Right. So I still have a whole lot of skills. Let's market you. So we took that LinkedIn profile and we spruced it up, and he is ecstatic. You can actually read his recommendation on my profile, because it's more about that. I don't care what you do, you still have skills, and we need to make sure we package those, market and brand them, just as if you're marketing and branding a hamburger, a bottle of soda, or whatever it is. Consider yourself that same product that you're marketing to that potential employer, business partner, collaborator, opportunity, whatever it is.
Good point. I love that. So, okay, let's switch for just a second and talk about LinkedIn and my business. How does LinkedIn help me build brand awareness? And we may have already alluded to some of this, but how can I really take it up a notch and build brand awareness inside LinkedIn?
One thing, your profile picture and your profile banner. What does your banner say about you? If you go out to my LinkedIn, you will see it says, you plus me equals success.
Yep.
Simple as that, right?
That's
because
right.
once I work with you, you're going to be successful in whatever you endeavor. So
Right.
that is my value that I promise to my clients. So that is an easy way that you can put up a banner talking about your skills. Now, don't throw up and put every single skill that you're good at on your banner. Just sum it up in a couple of words and have an awesome actual banner for it. One of the things I did for a client said, okay, this client wanted to challenge the status quo. I found an actual photo with a banner with this person standing on a tightrope. And then also found another person climbing up a wall as a challenge with the briefcase down at the bottom. So
Right.
what does it actually convey? So think about that and bring it in for that. And of course, your career summary and media. Put up your YouTube videos, put up any articles that you have written. That also helps brand you to being more than just a LinkedIn person, but you're actually a professional at what you're doing.
Nice. Nice. Good points. I love that. That's fabulous. So does LinkedIn actually impact my search engine placement?
It does. You know why? It is the number 2, if I remember my stats correctly, highest ranked in Google. So, Google is the all being of everything. But
Right.
if you want to rank in Google, LinkedIn, your LinkedIn profile will be one of the highest ranked. So, and that is because of how much you're doing on there as well. So
Right.
you want to make sure that you're really utilizing the database for what it is, getting your stuff out there, getting your content out there, having people collaborate and actually like your stuff, comment on your things, and that gives you more social proof. So yes, it can really elevate you being searched beyond your website, beyond your other social media, which is a typical, Facebook or your Instagram or what have you. LinkedIn is where it is. And you will want to, for me personally, I want to be ranked high on LinkedIn because again, $109,000
Yeah.
salary, I'm going after that. Sorry.
Yeah. That's some serious cash flow that could help out a lot, right?
Yes, indeed.
So, okay. So so let's back up for just a second, and some of this we've already touched on, but let's really talk about a strategy for how I can stand out as an expert in my field in the LinkedIn space. Yes, share my content. Yes, share my articles, but what would be a full-on strategy for making that happen?
First, and before you draw anybody to your page, get your page together. Make sure you have a wonderful banner. Make sure your photo is professional, not a cutout.
Yes, not a selfie.
Yeah, not a selfie, not somebody that was on your side and you cut them out and you kind of see their shoulder. And you want to have kind of a power pose, I know what I'm talking about. Right. You want to have all of that. So make sure the appearance is together. Make sure your summary is together. Make sure your experience is together. So you get all of that first. So I would say first tighten up the actual LinkedIn. Then go down to your endorsements. Make sure that your endorsements, meaning the skills that they endorse you for, say for example, marketing, speaking, or management, whatever those skills are, make sure that they are what you really want to, brand yourself for. And one of the things that you can do is move them around. So the main ones you want everyone to focus on shows. So put them in ranking order of what you want to be known for. For me, I want to be known for, of course, my resume writing, my interview prep, my LinkedIn, of course. I don't necessarily want to be known for Microsoft Word.
Right.
I do it, I use it, but I'm not a Microsoft Word person. I don't want to be seen as an administrative assistant. So that's two of the things that you need to do. The next thing you need to do is make sure that when you're writing your content, you're putting it out there, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time on your content, 300 to 500 words.
Yes.
3 to 5 bullet points and get it out there. Put up an awesome image, and you can go to various image services to upload that, to speak about that, because people are in a hurry. They want to read something really quick. get the information and say, oh, this is a great article. Then it's easy for them to share. It's kind of hard to read a very long article. So
Right.
you want to do that. So that's another thing. Then you want to connect with people who are also in your field or influencers as well, because then they want to see who are you connected with. Is it even worth connecting with you if you're connected to someone else? So they want to see what kind of connection that you have. And then another thing, recommendations. I think we're going to talk more about that because that's going to be some very juicy information I'm going to give later about the recommendations. Well, those would be the few things that I would get started today. When they finish watching this, that's what they need to do.
You heard her. You have homework.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm good at giving homework. My clients know, okay. So yeah, do it. And I check up on them too. I do. Like, what happened? Where's my banner? Where's it at?
That's right. So one of the things that I teach my clients to do is build the know, like, and trust factor in those that they connect with. How can we use LinkedIn to build this know, like, and trust factor within our network?
Well, making sure that you not only post stuff that's, basic and very, just so strenuous about marketing, be a person.
Yeah.
Make sure that they know you as an actual real person. So you may want to post, it's not necessarily the social platform like a Facebook, but it's okay if you're celebrating the wedding anniversary, put that out there.
Yeah.
If you've got, I'm going on vacation, put something out there like that, because that brings you into their world as a natural real person that they can actually talk to you as well as utilize your services, and also to trust because you're actually being transparent and you're being real about what you're offering. Because the last thing people want to do is do business with someone who is so standoffish and so overly professional that they're no good.
Right.
And what you see right now is what you I'm telling you, when my clients get to me, I love, the picture and everything, but when they start talking to me like, oh my gosh, they're like, yep, totally. I want to make sure that you understand what I bring to the table. So being as real as you possibly can with your personality, with great content, with great connections, with a great banner and all the other things, but bringing your true authentic self to that platform is, again, it is social media.
Yeah. And authenticity is number one for building know, like, and trust anyway. If you can't take a look at us and see that we are the real person on the other side of this screen, we're not going to get through to you. So it's really, really important that you remain true and you remain real in the social space. Don't create an Instagram life that's very separate and different from your real world everyday, workings and connectivities. So
putting fake stuff up as well, I don't want to say anything, but there's a person that will put up stuff, I got this and I did this and I did this, and then I know personally that person don't have doing any of that they're saying. Right. It's not true, because what happens is I tell my clients who are going for jobs, we're not going to fudge on your resume, because when you get into that actual job and you don't bring the goods, you will be unemployed again. Yeah. So same goes for a business person. Don't get out there and saying fake stuff and you have nothing to actually back it up. Business takes time to build. It's okay. Take the time. I didn't just jump on the scene and be who I am today. Take the time. It took me 26 years to be an overnight success.
Right. Take the time to actually do it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
How can I use LinkedIn to stay up to date on some of the things that my audience is looking for?
Connecting in groups, and also influencers that are also in your area. Now, if you're trying to get up to become an influencer yourself, that's great, but there's someone always a little bit more ahead of you. So you want to keep your ear to the pulse. So I have different groups I'm a part of. I'm following different influencers and I'm watching what they're doing as well, just to see, okay, well, this is something new that I can make sure the sheep who hear my voice hears that same message as well, because everybody's not going to follow everybody. Like I told one young lady who decided who wanted to try to, she was a friend and wanted to try to start, a business like mine. And I guess felt that she had to tell everybody and just do it in secret and all of a sudden pop on the scene. I said, well, baby, I can't write all the resumes in the world. There's enough resumes for both of us to write. So it's not that big of a deal. You'll have people who will go to you and then I'll have people to go to me. So we all have different voices and everybody comes to our voice based on that. So don't worry about that. It'll take time and it'll grow.
Yeah, totally. So I know we're going to dive so much deeper in the next interview, but before we get off of this one, is there anything else that we need to know about using LinkedIn as a lead gen platform, getting ourselves set up as an expert, any of those types of things so that we can be successful in this online space?
The biggest thing for me is activity. The more active I am, the more connections I make, and the more my profile shows up in other feeds.
Right.
It's almost like the same thing. The more you tweet, the more Twitter followers you get.
Right.
Same thing on LinkedIn. And the nice thing about it, you can connect your Twitter account to LinkedIn. So every time you post something to
Right.
LinkedIn, make sure it posts out to your Twitter followers as well. So
Yeah.
I'm saying at the least bit, take 30 minutes a day. And that means throughout the day. I'm not saying sit down for 30 minutes. Throughout the day to get out there, like, share, review. So, and if I like it, if I can't read it right then, I'm going to go back to it. So that's what I would highly recommend. Get your profile together and get active.
Yeah, I think active is the key phrase there. If you are not engaging in the online space, it doesn't matter how long you've been there, you will not make connections. And so I really like that you're stressing that people get active.
Yeah.
So before we let you go, how can people reach out to you? Perhaps work with you, talk to you about their own resumes and updating those, perhaps utilize some of your other services or resources. How can people reach out to you?
The greatest way to connect with me is directly on my website, iRockResumes with an S, because some people forget the S.com. And there is a form there where you can sign up to be on my mailing list and you can get information that way. Mm-hmm. And then I'm on all social media at iRockResumes. I'm on Facebook with my page, my business page, iRockResumes. I'm at Instagram. I'm on Twitter as well. And then on LinkedIn, I use my professional name, Nickquolette Barrett, and you can connect with me there, and preferably connect with me on LinkedIn first, and then all the other ones you can do well. I want you on LinkedIn.
Spoken as a true LinkedIn guru. I love it.
Yes. Connect with me there. So that's really the best way, because I'm very active on there. But yes,
yeah.
Do that. Thank you.
Fabulous. Guys, she has also got a link below this video where she is sharing some of her best resources. So definitely click on that. You'll also find her social media icons and other such ways to reach out to her below this video. If you are part of the All Access Pass, stick around, because we are going to be diving much deeper into setting your LinkedIn up to generate leads for your business. So hang out with us for a little while longer. We are going to be coming back in just a few minutes to just share all kinds of additional information about LinkedIn with you guys. Nickquolette, thanks so much for being here. I really, really appreciate all that you've shared so far. And everybody, will see you in the next interview.
Hey, thank you guys. See you over there.
Bye.